This is the guy at Georgia Outdoors, and here we are on the farm a full week and a day after Hurricane Helene hit. And you know, first of all, I'm really thankful because I've seen the damage and the losses of life in other places, and it kind of makes you realize this isn't quite as bad as what other people are going through, and I'm praying for those families. But I want to show you around in the last week and a half, week and a day, what the progress we've made so far. We had to rebuild a whole entire staircase, and I'll show you the footage, the original footage, and this is where we're at now. It's not perfect, and it's, you know, but it's getting the job done, getting us up to our house. So we've been working on that. We had trees down all through here and trees down over there that we've gotten. This is still quite a big concern. We still have no power to the house. We're this many days in with no power, and I'm not going to get any closer because those are hot wires right there. We had to wrap them up in ribbon because they got that building working, and that wire going from that transformer goes here, and it is hot because it got snatched off the back of my house when that building got hit by a tree. I kind of know what it feels like to live back in the old days. I'm going on 8 or 9 days without any power, so I've been staying with my parents, which has been a blessing, but ready to get back in my bed. This video we're going to focus on the hunting property. I haven't had a chance to go over there. I do know that one of my shooting houses blew over. Some of my ground blinds have been shredded, but I got some good buddies that are helping me out today. We're going to clean it up, get the roads clear where we can get in there and possibly salvage a hunting season. And you know, in these times, haven't even focused on hunting in the past 2 weeks or so. And these times you really focus on what matters, and that is just your family, safety, and those types of things. But right now we're gonna head over to the property and see if we can clean some trees and get the deer stands back salvageable and ready for hunting season. One of the unexpected side effects of this storm was, I don't know what all got into the water, but man, it killed some of the fish. We lost several fish, including this big tank of a bass. I'm thinking this one's probably 7 or 8 pounds right there. And you see all the fish kind of hitting the surface of the water. One day we came out here and they were all gulping air, which has gotten a little better last week or so, but we thought we were going to lose all the fish at one point. That boy's already sweaty.
Yes, sir.
What time did you get over here this morning?
7 o'clock.
Okay. Where was I at?
In the bed.
Like you got some, not much help, but a little bit. Tree after tree falling down. All those bent over. Kind of heartbreaking. We got all the skilled laborers down there with the tractors and chainsaws, and down here they left me and Uriah with 2 dull machetes and him with a Kool-Aid mustache. Look at that thing. All right. 14 years old, still got Kool-Aid mustache.
No, I don't.
Yeah. You look like the guy from Twister.
I am. I actually chased one the other day. It was pretty impressive.
He's a tornado chaser.
Got blocked. So we're gonna have to. See, get on the other side. You're right, get on the other side and try to hold it up. Alright. Ready?
All right, we got our blind stood back up. Plenty of wasps, so definitely got to check on that. This was the same blind where we had a rattlesnake under our blind a few weeks ago. But we got a little work to do, but we're getting things back in action. Definitely got to come in here and spray for wasps, though. That is a must. Between the wasp and the rattlesnakes, we don't stand a chance around here. All right, while we're here, we're gonna do a little pruner on some tree limbs that'll improve our hunting as well. And we got Bailey on the tractor and Josh on the chainsaw in the bucket, and we've got Johnny with 911 on speed dial.
That's good.
While they're pushing some trees over and cutting some limbs down, a few weeks ago, Odin Wolf reached out to me. They're a knife company, a German knife company, and they said, you want to try some of our stuff? And I said, sure. And they sent me this machete, and I'm like, I don't really, didn't know when I would use it or how I would actually put it into use, but I've had it with me all day today, and this thing has been awesome. Besides it being in a nice case, let me throw the case down. It is super sharp. It's D2 steel, which is tool grade steel. A really good edge, and you can't really tell, but there's two different edges on there. One at the base for like whittling, and it's thick, man. And I've been using it and chopping stuff down like crazy. Super grippy handles. Just overall a great quality machete. The fact that I'm showing you this on my channel means I really believe in it. I've got a couple of their knives as well, and I haven't used those yet, but man, this thing, I was like, am I really going to use this? I didn't really know how practical it would be, and I am in love with it. My nephew's trying to keep it from me, and let me show you real quick. Super grippy in the hand. Watch this. Just burn right through that thing. Awesome machete, and it's a perfect size that you could throw in your bag, keep it on your four-wheeler, on your Ranger. I'm gonna keep this in the Ranger. Like I said, D2 steel is really good quality, handle super grippy, and I know I'm leaving off some of the specs, so I'll leave their website below, but check them out, and they're a really good price. It's called Odin Wolf. We planted our food plot. This is actually buck forage oats, and grown up really well. And I've got Josh and Bailey and Uriah and Johnny and my dad all helping me. And you may be like, oh, how do you get friends to help you do this kind of stuff? Well, they're more than just friends. My name may be on the bank and have to pay for this place, but they treat it like it's theirs. They help me out, and when they this is kind of like their hunting dues, so that's why they get full access to the farm to be able to hunt, is because when the work comes, they're not all just about play. They're here for the work as well. So get you some good friends, because that's the only way you can survive hurricanes and hunting season. All right, this is Josh. You've seen him numerous times, but he actually just lost out the role on Twister to Glenn Powell. They wanted him, and they had him come back for a couple of second auditions, but they finally went with Glenn Powell. He was a little bit younger, but you gotta have Josh, and he is the chainsaw man. You got Sanchez over there. If you wonder why, just get a close look at his mustache. And then we got Johnny, who brought the wimpiest chainsaw that I have ever seen. It runs off of 3 AAA batteries. All right, we got most of the trees. Let me just phrase it this way. We got enough trees down that we can navigate the property. And this is one of my favorite shooting lanes. And if you watch Chelin, you've seen this spot. And we got a huge tree down. So we're not gonna try to take this guy down. This is just quite too large. I mean, that is a monster. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna bait up right in here. And since we're 1 week away from muzzleloader season. We're gonna start transitioning away from bow hunting and start transitioning to gun hunting. We got muzzleloader, then we have rifle season, and this was supposed to be the weekend of our youth hunt, but we just had so much going on, and the stands have just not been producing like they should. But right now we're trying to get back into hunting mode. We've still, you know, we're grateful for the amount of damage we had compared to other places, you know, and the loss of life. But right now we're gonna get out some corn and see if we can get these stands ready for next weekend. Baiting up's actually been tough because all these trees that have fallen have put so much acorns and vegetation on the ground, so the deer just have a buffet. But we're hoping we can bring them in with some corn. Like I said, muzzleloader comes in this weekend, coming up a week from today, and then 2 weeks from now we have rifle season, and that's kind of where we're gonna focus, because we still got plenty of chores to do around here. You ain't baiting, you just waiting. Once again, the Odin Wolf machete is coming in play. Right there. Green oak is some of the hardest to cut too. And that cut right through it. We're gonna remove a few limbs for our cameras. Look at that. Whooping right through it. We're setting up our Tacticam Reveal X 3.0, and we actually have a solar panel on this one. And because that tree fell, we're gonna get some good sunlight on that solar panel. I really like these cameras. That's Johnny over there. He's single, he likes long walks on the beach, bags of Funyuns, and silk underwear. All right, this is where Josh is gonna be hunting, and he's got one of those see-through blinds, and I think it's a Tidewee one. I'm not sure what the brand is, but you see his blind. He's got it kind of in there sideways, but see what it looks like from the inside. Kind of a cool blind. But Josh is going to be hunting here with the black powder, and he said put the corn out at 75 yards. That's his range. So we're going to step it out 75 yards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 3, 7, 4, 75 right here. About 75 yards, give or take a little bit. We planted some stuff right before the food plot, but you see the little bit of clover he's got right there. And it didn't grow real well, but it's enough for the deer to feed on a little bit. So we're gonna put out some corn and sweeten it up just a little bit. See, we had a lot of pine damage back here as well. These are all 6-year-old pine trees, longleaf, and lost quite a few of them as well. I do apologize if I look pretty rough on camera. This is 9 days of not being in your house, but right before the hurricane, Justin with Southern Carports and More of Georgia brought us a deer stand out here for our youth hunt. And man, I was so scared to think that it might have blown over, but fortunately it did not. We're gonna get in here with the season coming here, check this guy out. And it survived well. Survived well. There's Johnny. I don't know if you can see him, he's way over there in the corner putting out some corn for me. And we got corn right there. This is gonna be a good little spot for us. Well, that's it for all of our deer stands. Now we're going to head back to the house, take care of a few more things. We're going to call it a day, picking up the pieces. This hurricane's been humbling. I think we all got caught a little unprepared in this one. In Georgia, we face hurricanes quite often, but never really to this degree. And you know, this really makes you think about what you could do next time to be better prepared. And don't know what else to say. It's just, you're thankful that the damage was not as bad as it could be. I know right now in North Carolina that it is just tragic with the flooding. So I'm really, really grateful for the damage. I know that sounds ironic, but grateful for the damage we received. But we're gonna head back to the house now. A few days ago, this entire porch was just ripped off. There was nothing here that was down, broken. You can kind of see on the wall where it got ripped off. And this is our porch. We decided to go a different direction with it, and pretty pleased with it. We're gonna put these caps, this is a broken one, we're gonna put these caps on all these posts right there, but I got a couple places to shoot my bow from, up there and down here, and it goes down there to the front of the house. So pretty pleased with that. It did cost some money, but I went ahead and done it because it's hard to get a crew to come and work on it, and why pay for something that you can do yourself? So well, we are wrapping up a absolute full day of working on the farm here. We got the trails navigable, we got some of the deer stands worked on, we've got the house is mostly livable except for mine because of that down there, the power line, which is still not connected. But to add a little insult to injury or a little salt in the wound, when me and my wife were cleaning out the refrigerator when the power went out, one of us left, and she says it's me, one of us left a bag of fish in the freezer, and it thawed out, and it's been sitting in there for about 8 days, and boy does it smell bad. So we've taken the whole entire refrigerator apart and cleaning it out, waiting for our power to get hooked back up. And there's a lot more things that we could be could be facing, so we're glad this is all we've got. Just trying to update you what the aftermath is, what it's been like us trying to recover. But if you would hit that subscribe button. We do more than just bring the news and bring weather updates. We do a lot of hunting and fishing on the channel, so if you would hit that subscribe button. To the next one, this has been the unofficial, no doubt incomplete guide, Georgia Outdoors.